Okay. Well, this is not working out exactly as I wanted it, kiddos, but here I am. I actually had a Queen Esther outfit on just a few minutes ago, and it worked out perfectly, but now that I don't have it, that's okay. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit this morning and teach you like a little lesson. Isaiah 41:10 says, "Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee, yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness." You know, some people just love roller coasters. Do you like roller coasters? Well, not Miss Sue. I don't really care for roller coasters. I never ride them. But just a couple weeks ago, I had the privilege of going to Disneyland with my brother, and they kind of asked me to get on a roller coaster, and I kind of wiped away all my fears and said, okay, because I was going to ride it with my friend, my nephew, Jackson. And many of you know Jackson is the one that is not well, and he has a rod in his back. And I'm thinking, if Jackson can do this, then I think I can do it. So I got on the roller coaster, and you know how they go up and down? I was scared. In fact, right now, actually, Miss Sue is kind of a little nervous or scared even doing this thing. But I brought some friends with me today to help me out. They're just going to sit right here with me and help me and keep me relaxed and maybe keep me a little comfortable as I talk with you today. But anyway, roller coasters, they're kind of scary. They go up and down, and sometimes they even go completely upside down. And for a lot of people, that's a great thrill, but for me, that is scary. But life's like that. Life's full of ups and downs, and every once in a while when things get really bad, it's almost like life goes upside down. And we need to remember, though, that Jesus is always with us, just like the Bible tells us in Hebrews 13:5. He says, "I will never leave thee nor forsake thee." I'm so glad that Jesus told us that, because I need Jesus today. And he's not leaving me because he promised that he's not going to leave. Well, I'm going to read you a little story today about a roller coaster. And it's entitled, "Get Me Off This Thing." Oh, no, get me off this thing. Mom, make them stop. Carrie squirmed nervously as the seat she was strapped into began to rise higher and higher into the air. Mom laughed and grabbed Carrie's hand. "Sorry, honey, but I think it's too late to get off now. Believe me, you're going to love it. It's just a little scary right now." Carrie continued to whimper as the ride climbed higher. That would be Miss Sue. And she gave a little shriek as the seats bumped into place. High up in the air. "It's okay," Mom reassured her. "I'm right here with you, and you'll be fine." "Okay," Carrie said, squeezing Mom's hand really tight as I squeeze my little friends here. "I'm right here with you, and you'll be fine." "Okay," Carrie said, squeezing Mom's hand. She looked down at the park below. "Hey, Mom, it's actually kind of cool to see everything from up here. I can see." "Ah!" Carrie screamed as the ride suddenly dropped. Mom screamed too, and then they were both laughing as the ride bounced back up and down a few more times before settling back down on the ground. "Mom, that was so much fun. Can we do it again?" Mom laughed. "Are you sure? I thought you wanted to get off this ride before." "Oh, yeah, well, I did, but I just held onto your hand and tried not to be scared. It was still pretty scary at first, but then it was really, really fun." Carrie took a deep breath, and she grinned. "I want to do it again." As they waited in line, Mom said, "You know, Carrie, this ride can help remind you that you don't have to be afraid when you're facing something really scary in life. Jesus is right there with you, and it's like he's holding your hand, and you don't have to be afraid. And you might even find out that whatever you're afraid of is really a great thing for you." Carrie nodded thoughtfully. "I'll try to remember that, Mom." she started walking as the attendant motioned them to come forward. I know Jesus is with me, but will you still hold my hand during the ride? Sure, honey. No problem. Mom laughed and gave Carrie's hand a quick squeeze. You know, we got to think about us as well. You know, I not only went on a roller coaster for the first time in years and years and years, and it wasn't so bad, but then when they said, oh, let's do it again, it's like, no, it's okay. I did it once. I'm okay. But they got me on the ride. It's called Avatar. Well, I don't never watch the Avatar movie, and I don't know anything too much about it. But this ride was actually, you just get in there and you sit on this thing. It's almost like you're straddling a horse. And so I sat on that, and they actually were telling you on the way in, if you're afraid of heights, this isn't the ride for you. Well, Miss Sue's afraid of heights. But I was putting on my brave face and trying to be real brave. So I went into the ride, and I sat on it, and my heart's palpitating, and my hands are starting to sweat just like they are now. And and I sit on there, and my brother says, squeeze your legs real tight, because this is like you're riding this bird, and you'll feel it breathing and stuff. And so there was actual sights and sounds and smells. When I first got on, that ride started, and even though I wasn't moving at all, I had to tell my mind, you're not moving, you're okay. I opened my eyes a little bit, and I peeked, and I saw what it was doing, and it was diving down. This bird that I was riding was diving down, and I thought, oh, I can't do this. But then I thought, this is ridiculous, Miss Sue. You can do this. You can conquer your fears. And so I thought, why should I be on this and say I came here when the actual line was probably 2 hours to ride this ride, but because of Jackson's mobility problems, he was in a wheelchair, and we got to go right up front and right in to ride it. And I thought, I'll probably never ride it again in my life, so open your eyes. So I opened my eyes, and it was beautiful. It was a beautiful ride, but every now and again I just reminded myself of this is, you're not gone anywhere, you're not really actually moving, but it seemed like you were. But it was scary to me at first. But are you facing something scary in your life right now? I know many of you, when we were in church last, you were telling me about the coronavirus. And so you're not, should I say, ignorant? That means you don't know what's going on. You do know what's going on right now. And, you know, things are different in your household, and things are happening differently. And it might be a little scary for you right now. So it's probably scarier maybe to some of you than an amusement park ride. But no matter what you're facing at home, if you trust in Jesus, he's right there with you. He will be there to help you and comfort you, and he'll never leave you, as our verse said in Hebrews 13:5. If you haven't put your trust in Jesus, which we always talk about in class, that we need to know Jesus as our Savior so that when we die, we will go to heaven, then you need to do that today. Talk to your mommies and daddies about that. And one more verse I'll leave you with is Deuteronomy 31:6. It says, be strong and have a good courage. Fear not, nor be afraid of them. For the Lord thy God, he it is that doth go with thee. He will not fail thee, nor forsake thee. And remember, these are little lessons from Keys for Kids. So today's key is that Jesus is always with you. Don't ever forget that. He loves you very, very much. Loves you even more than mom and dad. Well, Miss Sue will be back again next Wednesday, probably around the same time at 11 o'clock. So I'll see you then. And you know what, kids? I miss you. I miss you being here at church, and I miss teaching you. And I love you. You take care. Take care of mommy and daddy, and be good boys and girls.